My name is Peyton Wood. I am an agriculture science teacher here at the Career Education Center. I had the privilege of doing my externship at Autumn Leaves. My CTDE director approached me with the opportunity to be able to do an externship. I am an ag teacher, and so the kind of things that I specialize in is more animal science related. In the past year, they were like, hey, we're gonna have you teach floral design. I was a little shocked at first. I've never made a floral arrangement. My first one actually was when I made it with the students, and so when there was an opportunity to truly go out into the real world, not just kind of what you learn from the teaks that we have or learning from different videos, or able to like actually truly go put my hands on something. So when they kind of approached us with this opportunity, I definitely jumped. I wanted to be able to give all that I can to my students. My main priority as an educator is to give them the best opportunities that I can in the classroom, and so I definitely took this externship because I wanted to be able to give that to the students. At Autumn Leaves, my first day I kind of just watched. They have a lot going on. It's a lot more busy at a floral shop than I feel like you think it is, because usually people get flowers every now and then, but you don't really think about how often people are ordering, or even that we have so many floral shops around town. I kind of learned that too because they work with different ones, but it's kind of crazy how often they're making arrangements and what different types of arrangements, and it kind of brings to realistic about how often even they have funerals and stuff, because that was something that they did a lot, and that was really cool to see, because I've made the smaller arrangements with my students, but like truly being able to see like they make those big arrangements and like what goes into it, what colors go into it, what flowers and seasons like that. My main takeaways would just be the basics. It's so easy just to watch a video or look it up, but like truly being there and having someone teach me, that's kind of what we teach in our class. In the beginning of what I teach here is just kind of the history and different things like that, but when it came down to actually making the arrangements, I was a little hesitant, not as confident in myself. So I think probably the biggest takeaway would be my confidence in floral design, because I just didn't have much of that going in, and so that was probably my biggest takeaway. And then the other thing is, we do in floral design talk about the management side and how the businesses are run and stuff like that, and so it was kind of cool to see, like actually watch the owner, makes calls or like have things come in, or how he deals with money. I'm excited just to be able to have some confidence in myself and give that confidence to my students, and just take the things that I learned and be able to give it to them. I think this is important to bring back to my students because I can only tell them so much. I am only in my third year of teaching, so when they're like, hey, like what about this in the floral industry, or what about this in the floral industry, I can only give them so much. And so it was kind of cool to like be able to go work in that field that they aspire to work in, or that they find the passion for. I have more answers, I have more opportunities, like even the place that I worked at, they were like, hey, if you ever have a kid that is someone you really think is excelling in this artwork, like we would love to have them. And so that was cool to like have that connection, because some of my kids would be like, Miss Wood, how can I do this outside of your classroom? And I didn't always have the answer. And so now I have a lot of answers that I didn't have before, and I had that real world experience. We talk about real world experience all the time, and definitely here at the Career Education Center, we try to send them out with a certification. And so now I'm not just giving them certification, I can give them real experience that I myself have experienced, and it's not just like, oh, I heard this before. And so that would probably be the best thing that I think is I'm gonna be able to bring back in the classroom, and why it's important for teachers to go out and experience the real things. I would definitely recommend this to other teachers. This is an experience that I honestly never thought would be available. With CTE teachers, a lot of us teach, like we're able to teach certain things, and sometimes we have an expertise and sometimes we definitely do not. And even if you do, I think you know so much, but when you're actually going out into the world and experience that, you get to sit there and like actually be inside of it instead of just teaching about it. You're able to better perform your duties as a teacher and deliver more to the students.